Happy New Year, Aquarius. Welcome to your 2014 Runescope. Instead of just a January scope, I'm going to be taking a look at the whole year for Aquarians and let you know what themes and issues you may be dealing with during 2014. I'm going to use the runes for the first 6 months and the major arcana from the tarot for the second half of the year, so we get a nice balanced view using two different very powerful tools of divination. And I also have my Thor Pez dispenser here with me to help lend his energy. We are using runes after all, so it's very apt that he's here. So hopefully he will provide me with some of his vast knowledge and insights during these readings. Of course, as always, be sure to watch the video for your rising sign as well. That can tell you maybe what other areas, what other themes you'll be dealing with throughout 2014. Or you can schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype for $65 for a half-hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video if you want to set up an appointment for that. The new year can actually be a great time to get a reading. Everybody's very hopeful and making resolutions and hoping that this year will be better than the last. Hopefully this reading will give you at least a general overview, general look, idea about what you're going to be contemplating, struggling with, coping with in 2014, Aquarius. But from January to June, I feel like your focus is going to be on relationship and how you relate to your partner. This can be business or personal. For most of you, I think it'll be personal, a relationship, a marriage, or this could be somebody close to you. That you care for very much. Maybe you're just trying to improve communication. Maybe this person hasn't been communicating with you in a way that they normally do. They're being very uncharacteristically stoic or withholding communication from you in some way. And so you're going to be looking for a new way to, okay, this person is maybe changing their identity or going through a shift or a change. How can I fit in? How can I adapt? How can I relate to that? And Aquarius, I mean, you must care about this person very much because you are a fixed sign. You don't normally adapt to other people very well. You just kind of expect them to adapt to you. You know that's true. Come on now, admit it. I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart. I'm just as guilty, but I'm just saying. I can admit it. Yes, you're looking for a new way to relate to this person or to draw this person out, maybe to find out what's causing this change, and how you can help or how you can maybe kind of get the relationship back to where it needs to be for you both to be happy, you know, or be connecting in a positive way again. The fact of the matter is, though, Aquarius, is that you don't have all the information. You don't know maybe what's going on behind the scenes with this person. I think a lot of this will come out in the first 6 months of the year, and it's going to cause quite a disruption, especially your reaction to it. You're going to be upset about something that is going on or that this person has been keeping from you. And I don't feel like... You know, in some cases, this may be, if it's your marriage partner we were talking about here, it could be, you know, another person, an affair, that sort of situation. But for the most of you, I don't think that's what this is. I think it's going to be some other kind of revelation, and it'll be different for all of you. But just something that makes you feel like, you know, like if this person had just told you this earlier, you could have been there for them or something. So for those of you, you know, who this isn't a marriage partner or a love relationship, this is someone else, it's just like, you know, you're going to be like, why didn't you tell me this earlier? I could have helped you. I could have been there for you. You know, and if somebody's done something to someone you love, you are going to be very, very angry with this person. And if this person won't meet you halfway, as far as like improving communication and the way you relate, you may just go off on them. And that may be necessary, Aquarius. Maybe they really need to see how you feel about this, your anger at this situation, because you've done nothing to deserve this kind of change and this kind of maybe shutting you out. For some of you, this could be a child. I just want to throw that out there. This could be a child entering those crazy preteen / teen tween years, whatever, where we're all nightmares. And we shut out our parents first thing. That may be what you're dealing with, some of you, in this situation. And, you know, it's normal to have arguments during that time, but you need to express your feelings, because if nothing else, you're just going to feel better saying your piece, Aquarius. Because I think you've been holding it in and biting your tongue for quite some time, a lot of you. And this person needs to hear what you have to say. So first 6 months of the year, at some point, I think you are going to let them know, and let them know in a big way. But help you're going to receive, Aquarius, is like that you have other people on your side, even within the household, within your family. So whoever you're dealing with, you're having these issues with, you have other people who agree with you and see this difference, this change that you're talking about. They're on your side. You know, they're there in your corner telling you things are going to get better. You know, they understand why you're conflicted about whatever this is. And, you know, you have a good support system. So, and, you know, a lot of this does have to do with your attitude, Aquarius. Just stay positive. Know that this is going to work out. Somebody may be going through a difficult lesson and you're just kind of having to sit on the sidelines and watch this. You know, and that may be what hurts, is that normally you were, you know, involved more in this person's life, but maybe this is something they have to go through by themselves, Aquarius. So just, you know, keep that in mind. Maybe they're not doing this to slight you or treating you different to slight you. They're just dealing with something that is a lesson for them. And that's why you're kind of having to be on the outside of this. But what can't be changed from January to June is that, you know, if this involves another person, this person that you care about, and then another person kind of, again, maybe doing something to this person that you care about, again, they have to go through this. They have to see this for themselves. So you pointing it out about, like, let's take the example of the tween nightmare. Yeah, if this is like your daughter's boyfriend, if this is like your son's girlfriend, or a situation like that, you know, they're going to have to see themselves. Maybe it's just a friend of yours that's, you know, with the wrong person, and it's obvious to everyone else in your group, but not obvious to the person involved. Yeah, that person has to see that for themselves, and no amount of you pointing out the faults of this person is going to affect a change, as much as you may want that. But it is going to happen. You are going to get the result that you want. It's just a matter of time, as far as, you know, how long is it going to take for this person to see what you see. And I think that this person will see what you see. It's just, you know, unfortunate they maybe could have saved themselves some heartache and some pain if they had listened to you from the start. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. We won't do the told you so dance. Maybe some of you will, but maybe do it privately. Maybe do it not in front of this person. That might not go over so hot. I do think by June that you will, you'll be, some of you will be leaving this relationship behind. You'll just be like, okay, I'm done with this. You do whatever. I'm going to be over here. I need a break from this involvement. Yeah, I mean, you may just be fed up with and disappointed in someone, disappointed in them for not making the decision that you really, really want them to make. You know, and I don't feel like this will be a complete cutting off. I still feel like, you know, there are some things that still need to be done. For those of you that this is, you know, some of you may be leaving a relationship this year. You may be leaving a partnership, a marriage, and there may be legal stuff involved with that. There may be divorce, you know, so some of these proceedings may be delayed because of various things. Some of you, again, this may be going back to this person who there's somehow a divorce involved in this situation, but it's not you. It's just this person you were hoping would make a certain decision that is kind of caught up in some kind of drama involving legal proceedings, a divorce, something like that, leaving a relationship, getting out of a relationship. Maybe this is just somebody you're worried about. They need to leave somebody who's abusive, or need to leave somebody who's just really bad for them. And it's delayed by legal stuff, them being free from them. And you know, in that case, I think that you will be there for them in any way you can. Some of you may be there for somebody financially as much as you can, just kind of help them through this time and to be able to get legal advice or legal help if they need it. But let's move on to July through December. Yeah, that's what it was. Let's see what's going on here. See maybe how that's going to be resolved for you, Aquarius. Okay, I think that the complete transformation that you were hoping for comes the second half of the year. I think this person is finally going to take the blinders off and see what they have been avoiding seeing. And I think you'll finally start to get this person back. Like you'll start to recognize this person again. They'll get back to themselves. A decision will be made, and you know, and it will cause this complete transformation. And even though it may feel like a big risk, it's going to have an enormous payoff for this person. It's liberating them from a bad situation. So, you know, that is coming the second half of the year, Aquarius. So if you can remember that when you're dealing with all of this stuff at the beginning of the year, that the payoff is the second half of the year, that should help. That will hopefully help. You know what? And you'll be so happy about it, you won't say, "I told you so." You'll just be so thrilled that it has come to an amicable, well, maybe not always amicable in every situation, but it's come to an end, and this person and you are free to move forward or reconcile or get your relationship back on track. And if this was your relationship you were working on, I think you're going to see the changes that you were hoping for, because I see this person making an effort more so in the second half of the year, Aquarius. So yeah, the first part of the year is work on this relationship. Second half of the year is the payoff. And the help you're going to receive is just, number one, the hope and the inspiration, the hope that you're going to have, that things are going to work out. Kind of feeling it intuitively, I think. Even though I think you'll be emotional sometimes about this situation. Maybe more emotional than you Aquas are. Sometimes you guys can be a little bit closed off emotionally. Just saying. All of you air signs, kind of like that. You hide your emotions. You have them. We know you have them. You just hide them very well. I think you may be a little bit more emotional than you normally are in the second half of the year, or maybe showing emotion more than you normally do, and that's good, Aquarius. You need to get these emotions out. You know, if you've been hurt, if you feel like you're being misjudged or judged harshly, I think you're going to be talking about this and getting this out. For some of you, second half of the year, there may be a wedding going on, a wedding happening in your family. And, you know, some people may be, it could be that you are being judgmental about this, or, you know, everybody just kind of says their piece about it. Oh, I give it 6 months, something like that. Because it seems like a very rushed affair. So, that's another way that can play out. But, for the most part, though, there will be a positive result. The second half of 2014. What can't be changed July through December is that once this situation is turned around, it's not going to change again. So once this person sees what's going on and changes their course, they're not going to go back to this negative situation, whatever it was. Okay? And again, Sagittarius, this could all be you. This doesn't have to be someone you know. This could be you stuck in a toxic relationship. This could be you changing your course of action and thereby your life leaving a toxic situation. But for a lot of you, I see you dealing with somebody that you're just very worried about, somebody close to you that you're just concerned about. By the end of the year, I I think you're going to be introspective, Aquarius. You're going to be, so much of the year will have been focused, I think, on other people that you are just going to need some time on your own. And, you know, I think that some of you will want to be away from even your partner, you know, or people you lived with. If you have a roommate or a live-in love or a spouse, you're just going to want a break. So, I think you should take that, you know, towards the end of the year and just maybe take a weekend off by yourself somewhere, get a hotel room even just down the street where you can just read a book and watch TV or something, or be on your own and kind of process everything that's happened. You know, you will have been strong for so much of the year, and I still think there are some revelations coming out at the end of the year. They won't be anything compared to what you've already learned. But yeah, there's still like maybe one more thing at the end of the year for the universe to kind of throw in front of you and see if you catch it, Aquarius. But yeah, compared to that stuff, it's going to be nothing. But just some of you may be concerned at the end of the year about the health of your father. Or a father figure, an older male in your family. Also, there may be somebody, your father or father figure may be having some financial troubles, may just be going through a really hard time financially. And you may be wanting to help him in some way, offer him some assistance. So yeah, if you haven't, you know, definitely make sure your dad's getting to the doctor for regular checkups and things like that. Just kind of, you got to kind of keep on people about that sometimes. Make sure that they keep up on the up and up with doctor's visits and such. So that's what I see for 2014, Aquarius. A pretty crazy year. I mean, and you know, this is just the one major theme that I'm getting, you know. Again, watch your rising sign to see what else is going to be playing out in your life. Because there are, of course, other things that are going to be going on besides this. But, I mean, I do feel like this is going to be taking up a lot of your focus in 2014. But you're going to get the result that you want. So, good luck with that. And I will see you back when I'm back in February with the February scopes. Thanks, Aquarius.